Hello, I'm David Young, your independent candidate for Poole in the general election on December the 12th. Today it's Thursday, December the 5th. We're 1 week from going to the ballot box, and I wanted to give you a summary of what I've been finding out and about in Poole on the campaign trail. I'll get on to the national issues in a minute, but by far the single largest local issue is the threatened closure of Poole A&E. And this is something which is deeply worrying to many of us here in Poole, because it will mean ambulances having to trek through heavy traffic from Poole and the Purbex to the west, all the way across the conurbation to Bournemouth Hospital in the east. Elect me as your MP and I will fight this closure all the way. The sitting MP and the previous Poole Conservative Council have been remarkably passive on the issue, because they are in favour of the amalgamation of the hospitals here in the area on economic grounds. But this is a topic where people really must come first. And I think it's just illustrative of the need to have an energetic champion to pull people together to protect and promote this beautiful place.
In terms of the national issues, I've found there's really a sense of dilemma. There's anger with the Conservative tricks of the last few years, but then who else can you vote for is the question people are asking. Everyone is absolutely heartily sick of politicians and tired of the whole Brexit debate, and I don't blame them. Many people have switched off. Many are cynical about politics, many are angry with politicians, Parliament and the parliamentary system, and patience has worn thin. Although all this time we've been remembering the 100th anniversary of the First World War and the 70th and 75th anniversary of D-Day and of NATO, when people really did suffer. But most people certainly want to see the 2016 referendum result honoured, and that was a vote to leave. Poole actually voted 57% leave in the referendum, and it's a Conservative stronghold. Even many Remainers feel it's important to implement the referendum, and among the major parties, only the Conservatives come close to any kind of Brexit anytime soon. But even the Conservatives are not offering a leave or a clean Brexit. Most people can see that the Boris-May withdrawal agreement isn't leaving. It's a new treaty with the EU with no exit provisions. There'll be years of negotiating a trade agreement with the EU, let alone other countries after that. And the regulatory alignment requirements will give the EU powers to thwart UK independence in many issues, from state aid to fishing to developing truly free trade agreements with third countries. And the ECJ, the European Court of Justice, is going to be judge and jury in all future disputes, and we'll be paying 39 billion plus as time elapses for what? Now, the Tories have already shown that they simply can't be trusted to deliver Brexit. May failed to prepare properly for a no-deal scenario from the beginning, arguing that it wouldn't be necessary, and that fatally weakened the UK negotiating position and humiliated Britain in the eyes of the world as a result. And Boris's bluster when he came in about a clean Brexit has all but evaporated. So, how can one object to the Tories while wanting to pursue Brexit? Well, unfortunately the Brexit Party has stood aside in all 317 Conservative seats, including Poole. But here its candidate, me, David Young, is running as an independent. So in Poole you do have an alternative to the incumbent Tory of 20 years, the missing person, and in 2015 I came second with 8,000 votes, way ahead of all the other parties. So a vote for David Young will not let in Labour, and it will not let in the Lib Dems here in Poole. Here you can object to Tory mismanagement by voting for an independent candidate. Here in Poole, you have the luxury of being able to object to Tory failure at the national and the local levels. You can cast your vote for an energetic independent to fight for a Leave Brexit and to pull people together locally to protect and promote this beautiful place. Thank you.